Hello. Hello. If you are joining me, please show sign that you are on the line. Please give the video a thumb up. Please give this video a thumb up. Let's treat this topic today. This is a special topic for each and every one of us. Very special topic indeed. You will love this topic. Please, if you are on the line, if you are joining me, please, once you join, show a sign that you are on the line. You're going to learn a lot from this particular live program. Yesterday, I was live yesterday also. Some of you that joined us yesterday, you saw what we treated. Today, we are treating poultry breeding. If you are interested in breeding your own day-old chicks, this video is for you. You will enjoy this particular live video today. Please, once you join, tap the screen 2 times or click the thumb up button so that we know that you're online. And if you have any question, drop your question. I have my pen here. I will copy down the questions and answer all your questions one after the other. If you later watch this video, maybe you are not fortunate to join us live now. If you later watch this video, I have a paper here. I'm going to drop all these questions. If you have any question, drop it immediately. Thank you. Somebody is already online. Please, can I know you? Let's go into action. I'm going to be fast because this is a very large topic. Poultry breeding. How to raise your own parent stock and produce quality day-old chicks. Hatchery guide. Every poultry farmer needs to know this. Poultry breeding. Every poultry farmer needs to know how to be a poultry breeder. You need to breed their own day-old chicks. You must not always buy day-old chicks from other farms. Most times you get the wrong chicks. After watching this live today, you will be fully equipped to hatch your own day-old chicks on your farm. Poultry breeding is the process of keeping healthy parent stocks, male and female together, breeding birds to produce fertile eggs that can be hatched into quality day-old chicks. So are you ready to go into breeding your own day-old chicks? You are going to be successful in breeding your own day-old chicks, hatching your own day-old chicks in your own farm. In this video, you will get how to house their own parent stock, how to hatch the egg, how to keep the fertile eggs good quality ones available for your own day-old chicks. I'll give you all the details you need to know. Thank you, Yakubu. You are highly welcome. It's true that I didn't announce this live. From now onwards, I will be going live at least 2 or 3 times in a week in our channels. So you always make sure you are alert. Subscribe and activate the bell notification so that anytime I go live, you will be notified. If you are the type that is always online, you always get notification until when I know the exact time I will be going live. I asked on the former video, yesterday I was live yesterday, and I asked there if you know the time that is suitable for you, drop it on the comment section so that I will know what time is suitable for us to be going live on this poultry business. We want to work together so that most poultry farmers will excuse themselves from most of the problems you encounter as a poultry farmer. And most of you that always say, I want to have your contact, I want to know how to locate you. Now I am live now. Drop those your questions now. I will answer them for you free of charge. You are not paying anything. You are not consulting me for anything at all. So if you want to produce your own chicks, so instead of bringing day-old chicks daily or weekly in your farm, you need to understand 2 main areas: parent stock management and hatchery management. These are 2 main areas you need to know: parent stock management and hatchery management. You have to keep the parent stock, how you can keep them safe to produce their own fertile eggs, how the fertile eggs can be hatched, and how you can still use the incubator, manage the incubator, and hatch your own day-old chicks. This is a full lecture. Let's go requirements for poultry breeding. 1, parent stock. It is not compulsory. I've received many, even today alone, I've received questions from different countries, Ghana, Cameroon, many countries today, even America, asking, can I use conventional broilers to produce my own parent stock? I've answered many questions on this parent stock and poultry breeding. Parent stock is number 1 you need as a poultry farmer to breed your own parent stock. Healthy parent stock. You need healthy hens. If you are going into broiler parent stock, you need broiler hens. That is the female. And you need the broiler roosters. Healthy breeding males. That is the one we call roosters or cock. Quality or good quality breeding strain. You need a very high profile strain. A pedigree, that's the one that has high quality. That can give you the maximum results you need. It's not the one that will give you small chicks at hatchery. No. The male you need should correspond with the female. For instance, for broiler parent stock, every 10 hens need 1 quality male. 10:1 is the ratio. You get 10 hens, you need 1 male or 1 male rooster that is quality, that has standard, that can give you the best results. 1:10 is the ratio. Now you have good quality breeding strain. It must be quality breed. It's not anyhow breed. And you need correct male to female ratio, which is what I told you now. Best from a reputable hatchery. Don't use local hatcheries or individual hatcheries, the people that hatch good stock or hatch at home. Mr. Yakubu, you are highly welcome. Thank you. I can see you. Please, if you join us, please show indication that you are with us. I can see Mr. Yakubu is online. This is one of my best fans. Thank you for joining us. And others, if you join, please tap the screen 2 times so that we will know that you're online, because I will not stay too long. Once I give you this lecture, I'll close for today. Tomorrow, I'll still come online. But on the other channel, not on this particular channel, you always get the alert. We want to treat this parent stock. How to get their own parent stock, because there is a parent stock farm we just opened recently. I know that many people are rushing there to come and see how they want to see how broiler parent stock looks like. And many questions I'm receiving online based on this parent stock. Please, you must get quality bears from good hatchery. Don't use anyhow hatchery. No. If you're using rows, you must use cub. You can use male rows and cub male, female rows and male cub, anyone you want. Make sure they are of standard. There must be selection. Though when I reach there, I will still let you know. You must make good selection also. Proper identification and recording of breeding birds is very important. Replacement breeding stock when required. You don't allow the parent stock to be overwhelmed. You must be ready to replace them at the appropriate time. These are requirements you need as a poultry farmer for your parent stock breeding. Secondly, you need breeder house. Please, parent stock is not housed on cage. No. Because if they are on cage, there's no way they can cross. They cannot lay fertile eggs if the male and female are not together. They cannot produce fertile eggs for you. And the fertile egg, they must not be inside cage. If they're inside cage, they cannot give you fertile eggs. So they must be housed. So that means you need a breeder house. Clearly indicated, it is not an ordinary poultry house. It must be a breeder house. You know that a bird that you are preparing to give you, let me say, you are preparing somebody for birth. It is different from dear friend. You are preparing somebody for motherhood. These birds are parents. That we call them parents because they are going into procreation of young chicks for you. The house must be clean and well-ventilated poultry breeder house. Well-ventilated poultry breeder house. Standard house. If you like, put AC for them. If you like, put fan for them. Very good. There must be light. It must be properly lighted up. Light should be around the whole walls so that they will be able to see clearly, mate, and be able to produce fertile eggs. Adequate floor space. You must give them enough space, at least 3 square feet per bed. This is not the space that will be congested for them to move around. If it's too congested, remember, parent stock stays longer. Most of them stays up to a year and 6 months, a year and 8 months. They can produce for up to a year or even up to 2 years. Once they continue producing, they become aggressive. So if the place is too compacted for them, they don't have enough space, they will start eating each other. They will start fighting, what we call carnivorous, or they'll start fighting together, causing harmful pains on each or every one of them. And from there, you start losing most of your birds. That's why they need enough space, very wide space. Unlike other poultry birds, no, you keep a very large space for them. And that one is adequate feed. You must give them breeders feed, please. It's not ordinary broiler feed. If it's broiler parent stock, it's not ordinary broiler feed you give this. It's not grower and finisher. No, they have what we call breeders diet. Breeders diet, just like a pregnant woman. If you want your child to be healthy at birth, you must eat quality food. You don't drink garri. Eat corn and kernel, and feel that you're going to get a very healthy child at birth. You may get a child that will not work for 10 months or even 1 year. You still be on the floor, shitting for you on the floor. That's why parent stock need to eat healthy, quality breeders feed, not other type of feed, not your normal grower and finisher. No, they have what we call breeders feed. If you don't know how to formulate it, in my last video on feed formulation, I gave you feed formula for breeders. Check the video. You see that there is feed formula for breeders. It is made up of minerals, enough vitamins, and protein, fat, and others. So breeder stock is very important. Proper lighting is very important. This is not the normal lighting. No, they must have light 24 hours, always 24 hours. Both the daytime, they use the daylight. In the night, you must have light till daybreak. If you don't have light in your area, they must have solar in their poultry breeder house. Remember what I said, ventilation is very important. Ventilation. All the whole areas, both front, back, left, and side, all the side must be properly open and properly netted. Net them, not ordinary chicken net. Use strong net and put there so that you not lose their birds. Parent stock are very expensive to lose. Fencing is very important. The farm must be properly fenced. Properly fenced to secure your birds from theft. Secure your birds from animals, wild animals, both the crawlers and others. It's very important. Biosecurity measure is another thing you need. Adequate biosecurity measures is very important. Biosecurity measures mean that it's not like remember, if you are rearing ordinary broilers that you want to slaughter after 6 weeks or after 8 weeks, yes. If there are 4 weeks and they contact infection, you can say, you can call somebody to come and pack them. Even if they give you little amount of money, you enjoy it. But when you're talking about parent stock, assuming the parent stock have laid egg for you for maybe they live, because before they start laying eggs, they must live with you for up to 4 to 5 months. Now think of how much you spend in feeding one broiler for 6 weeks alone. Some of us start getting worried. This birds, I have not sold them. I want to make money. Now you feed broiler for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and they start laying egg. And suddenly they contact infection. Assuming all of them contact infections, what do we do? You're going to sell them. Let me tell you, nobody in the market will buy the parent stock more than what they're supposed to buy it to. Unless the person is going to use it as parent stock, and perhaps they have infections. Who is going to use them as a parent stock? No. Other birds, you can sell them, you can call somebody to come and clear them at once. But parent stock, if you clear them, you are losing because they must have eaten for almost 5 months. Know what one broiler consumes in a day. Then think of how much they will consume in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. and start laying egg and start losing them. That's why you need adequate biosecurity measures in your farm to make sure that you protect these birds from infections. Don't allow people to enter in your breeders farm anyhow. It's more the people that are aware of how to manage the parent stock. It's very important for you as a poultry farmer. Biosecurity measures is very important, and it's mandatory. You must keep it. And that one is food baths at entrance of your poultry house. Whoever is working there must step themselves in that disinfected water before walking into the poultry house to make sure that they don't contact infections at all. Easy access to clean water and electricity. You must have a very clean borehole there. If you don't have borehole, you're using well, please make sure the water you give to your parent stock are treated. Make sure you treat the water. Any water is given them must be properly treated. After that, the next one you have is feeding requirements. Feeding requirements, we need quality breeders feed. We need adequate protein and energy because they need energy to lay, they need energy to grow. Laying birds need energy, just like parents, just like mothers. During the antenatal, they give them a lot of drugs, a lot of multivitamin drugs to make sure they keep them healthy. Even the baby will healthy also. These chicks are also the baby of all those chickens. So they're going to produce the baby chickens for you. That means they need enough of protein and enough of vitamins and minerals. Very important. Calcium and phosphorus are very important. Calcium will strengthen the bones. They will be strong. That's why most of the times when you buy the old chicks, you see that some of them are very strong. Some of them, when you drop them from the carton, they will start running from corner to corner because they are healthy. If they're not healthy, they will fall on the ground immediately and start shaking heads. That's one. So vitamins and minerals premises is very important. If you don't know what vitamin and mineral premises or what it looks like or how it looks like, go to my last video that I treated last week on Dr. Leo Chas TV. That is where I posted all the videos on poultry feed formulation. I showed you video on how the premises look, how all the feed ingredients looks like, both methionine, lysine, enzyme, etoxyquin, preservative, or toxin binders, protein sources, GNC, and corn and others. I showed you their videos one after the other. So go there, you see how the premise look like. That is the lysine and methionine, how they look like, how the enzyme looks like. They are all there in that video. If you don't know, but these are compulsory for breeder stock. They must be there. So it is very important. Feed storage area protected from rats and other crawlers is very important. You don't allow rats to eat their feed because this, when you are talking about protecting parent stock, you need to keep adequate protection. You don't allow anything to touch them at all because these birds are very sensitive and they are very costly. Remember what I said a few minutes ago now. I said, assuming you are normal conventional broilers have infection in 6 weeks, you can set them off. But when parent stock have infections in 8 months, what do? You need to sell them. And you are selling them the same price you would have sold them far back ago. Who is losing? You will lose because they must have eaten over 20 to 30,000 naira by then. And you go back and sell them maybe 10,000 naira. You are losing a lot of money. That's why it's not necessary that you allow them to contact any infection at all. It's very important. So, parent stocks should be fed according to nutritional requirement of parent stock. They have their own way of feeding. You don't feed them like normal broilers. No. If they grow too much of fat, they will not lay egg for you. And that section is egg production and egg collection. That's another section. 1, clean hatching and nest busting. Where they will lay the eggs must be always clean. Proper netting management. Where they lay the egg, you need to collect their eggs frequently so that they will not crack the egg or they will not dirty the egg. Once the eggs are too dirty, if you place them in the incubator, they may fail during hatchery. Clean eggs trays. All the egg trays you use in collecting the eggs must be neat always, please. Very important. Then egg selection and egg grading. You must have the ability to grade their eggs. The size of the eggs should not be maybe big eggs, small eggs. No, all the size should be uniform so that they will hatch in a uniform manner also. You need to remove the eggs that are too large. The ones that are too small, remove them during that process also. Remove cracked, dirty, and abnormal eggs. Some eggs are too porous, some of them are too soft. You need to remove those ones. You need to don't add them at all. Cracked ones, you can eat them or you sell them off to people that will buy them. It's very important at this stage also. Correct egg storage temperature and humidity. The eggs should not be stored in a hot area. If they store in a hot area, after 3 days, they will start the process of incubation without incubator. You know that what the egg need to hatch is heat. Just like as if the mother of the chicken is sitting on the egg. If the heat is enough, up to 35 to 37 degrees centigrade, the egg will assume that there is somebody, maybe the mother is covering the egg. They will start processing. And maybe perhaps the heat does not continue like that, that particular egg will die off. That's what happens. So that you need to keep the egg where you have uniform temperature and humidity, so they will not die inside. That egg has life inside. That embryo has life inside. So you need to preserve it very well. Another one now is the hatching requirement. One is hatchery building. Hatchery building must be in an area that can contain the incubator you want to buy, and it must be spacious enough for people to walk around. That is hatchery room. I think tomorrow video I will go into the hatchery room so that I will show you most of all these things. Now the next one is a dedicated hatchery room. Is very important. It's not a room that everybody can walk in and out, because you don't need to be opening and closing the doors always. That's the things you need as a poultry farmer to get your own hatchery. Clean egg receiving areas. Where you keep the eggs that you receive must be always clean. It's not where somebody will walk in, maybe crack the eggs or spoil the eggs for you. No. Incubator room is very important also. Hatching room is very important also. These are things you need. All of them can be in the same compound, but different sections. Chick processing areas. After hatching, where you put where you set the chicks for vaccination and others and packaging and selection is good also. That's another thing you need. Cleaning and sanitation areas. These chicks need to be sanitized and cleansed and at the same time injected before sending out. This area is very good. Good ventilation is important for that area. Reliable electricity is good there because they need light to work there. Backup power supply like solar is there, or inverter. Good water system is also necessary there also. Pest and rodent control is very important because this rat can eat young chicks easily. The next one is incubation equipment you need as a poultry farmer. The incubation equipment you need. We have the incubators here in our farm also. If you want us to supply you, we can still supply you. We can still come and install it and train your workers also for you. One, the incubator equipment, egg incubator is very important. Egg incubator should be the one that will be able to hatch the chicks after 21 days. Use industrial incubators always. Please, if you are thinking of using local incubator, local method of hatching, it does not work. Because many people have tried it and it's always failed them. Please, use automatic incubators. If you want to make a very good hatchery, automatic incubators is very important for you as a poultry farmer. Not manual incubator, please. Automatic incubator with automatic turning system, automatic timing, automatic setting. Everything should be automatic so that even if you are sleeping, the incubator will be doing the work on itself. On 21 days, the automatic incubators have counters. They will count in days for you. Day 1, the next day, day 2, day 3, day 4. Time of turning of the egg, because the egg need to be turned always. As you see the mother hen, always turn the eggs with their mouth. You see them with their beak. They will turn the eggs at times. That's how the incubator turns the egg. After some hours, they will turn the egg so that all the sections of egg will always get heat and get well incubation. Thermometer is good there. There must be thermometer on the wall. The incubator itself have its own thermometer, but you must place another automatic thermometer on the wall for you to know the temperature of the room itself. Now, humidity is very important. The room must be properly humidified and properly ventilated. Egg trays must be there also. Hatching basket should be there. Anyway, most of the industrial incubators comes with hatching basket. Very important. Please, if you're just joining us, tap your hand on the screen 2 times like this, double times like this on the screen, 2 times, so that like Tom Bob, only one person have given us Tom Bob. That's Yakubu. Only Yakubu alone. Others, you just join and go. Tomorrow you come and worry me on my WhatsApp direct message. I will not answer you. I'm live here for you to ask your questions. If you send me a message, I'll stop answering messages. If this is time for you not to ask your questions, send your questions here. I'll answer all your questions. If you are hearing me, please tell me that I want to know whether I'm loud and clear, whether you're getting because I want a reply from you people. If I'm audible enough, please let me know. I'm not using mic here. Let me know. Please, I need somebody to talk to me. Good job, sir. Yes, thank you very much. Please, is it audible enough? Are you hearing me clearly, loud and clear? Let me know, please. Now, the next one is the hatching basket, which I've already said. It always comes with the machine. Industrial incubators comes with hatching baskets. Tomorrow, I'm going to the incubator room, and there I will show you most of all these things in another live. It's going to be live also, but not on this channel. The next channel I'm going live tomorrow. I will be in the incubator room so that I will show you most of all these things on the incubator rooms tomorrow. Surely, even if it's not at least in the evening time like this, between 3 and 4 tomorrow, I will go live again in the incubator room so that I will show you most of all these things I'm talking here. Okay, clear. Thank you. You are okay. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Kaka Lane 1894. Thank you for your correspondence. You are blessed. So now, the next one is candling lamp. Candling lamp. This is what we call candling lamp. Candling lamp is just like, anyway, incubators comes with candling lamp also. You can still use torch. These sharp torches. This sharp torch, use it to candle the egg. Why do you candle the egg? If you are watching me, you are hearing me now. If you have any local chicken in your house that's incubating egg there, go this night in the night when there is dark. Remove one egg there. Use your torch. You can even use your handset torch. Turn the egg upside down and use your torch on top of that egg. You're going to see how the embryo is, what it's doing inside. Because it's just like scan. That's how candlelight looks like. You see the embryo inside that egg, how it's behaving. The movement of the embryo inside the egg, you see it in that egg. If you have any egg in your home now, any local chicken that is covering egg now, maybe if that chicken has stayed up to 4 to 5 days, you notice movement inside that egg. That's how candling looks like. And that thing is, generator is very important. Inverter, solar inverter is very important. You can't depend on electricity, the national electricity, on incubation. No, you must have generator, you must have inverter backup, so that, because incubation is just like somebody in what do you call it? Is it intensive care system in the hospital, intensive care units, ICU. It is intensive care units of the hospital. If somebody is in oxygen, because if there is no power in that incubator for some minutes, most of those eggs will just go like that. I'm stopping here. Please, have any question, drop your questions, because I'm stopping very soon. The next one is hatchery hygiene and biosecurity. It's very important. Your hatchery must be fully disinfected. Always use disinfectant and place on the hatchery. I'll stop here today. Tomorrow we'll still continue. Please, if you have any questions, drop your questions. I'll stop here. Food bath is there, bucket is there, waste disposal are there inside the hatchery. Egg disinfectant, you need to use disinfectant to clean your eggs so that they will not be infected before you place them inside the incubator. Tomorrow I'm going live I'll be in the incubator room tomorrow, so that I will show you the incubators. You see how most of this I'm saying here, you see them tomorrow. I want to stop now. I don't want my my live to be more than 30 minutes. We already get it to 30 minutes. If you have any question, I have not seen it. Okay, what's the name of the other channel? Okay, here I am on Poultry Side TV. The other channel is Dr. Leo C. Nwogu. That's the name of the channel, Dr. Leo C. Nwogu. That's the name of my channel, the other channel. That is my channel also. I was live there yesterday. Dr. Leo C. Nwogu, that's the name of the person. Yes, I can hear you, okay. Please, if you have any question on this, can I use commercial broilers as parent stock? Yes, but it must be of quality, and there must be proper selection. You must get from good hatchery, quality hatchery. Use their hatchery, use their broiler, form your own parent stock. You manage them very well, and during the process you must select them very well. Select those big ones that have quality, the ones that doesn't have any deformity at all. After selecting them, you select from this hatchery. Select from this hatchery. The male can come from different breeds. The female can come from different breeds. You can match them together at the long run. They can produce quality DOHs for you. Yes, you must not go and buy very expensive parent stock. Parent stock is about 15,000 per one, but you can still use conventional broilers and prepare your own parent stock also. You can still get quality chicks. In as much as it's something you produce for yourself, you're going to get quality chicks also. But they must not be from the same hatchery. They must not be inbreeding. That's what we call inbreeding. Is breeding the same breed of birds. You get low value day-old chicks. But if you breed from quality hatchery here and quality hatchery here, different breeds, then crossbreed them, you are going to get high quality chicks. If you're using rows, you can use rows for male and cub for female from quality hatchery, not roadside hatchery. So you get good breed also. That's one thing. Please, if you have any question, drop your questions. I think we don't have any other question. We don't have any other question. Now, hatching process and requirements. That is where we'll continue from tomorrow. Hatching process and requirements. We'll start there from tomorrow. Hatching process and requirements. That's where we'll start from tomorrow. For now, I want to stop here. I don't want it to be too long so that people will not get bored. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. I will always answer your question. Tomorrow, I will go live also. At least 3 times in a week, I will be going live. Any question you know, please copy your questions down so that the minute you just come, start throwing the questions. You're not paying any money. I will answer all your questions from beginning to end. I have only 4 questions here. That's all. Only 4 questions, and I've answered them. If you still have more questions, send them. I will still answer them. I don't want the video to exceed this, please. Thank you for watching me. Those of you that are here, God will continue to bless you. God will continue to enrich you in your business also. Your chicken will never die at all. Your chicken will go from higher to higher. And that's how we want to move forward so that all of us will move forward together. Thank you for being with me. May you be blessed. Let's end it for now. Tomorrow, make sure you join me the same time tomorrow. Between 4 and 5, I will still go live tomorrow in the other channel. You see the alert. You see the alert. Let's stop here for now. Unless you have any question, you can still ask the questions. If you don't have any question. And one good thing is that most of them here are all channel members. Most of them here are all channel members. You are all blessed. As far as you want the progress of this channel, God will always progress you in your business. That's how God works. People that need people's progress, God always progress them. People that want people to grow, God always grow them. People that want people that want others to live, God always make them to live long. Even if enemies comes, God will succumb their enemies. Let's stop here. Bye for now. Yo.